All right, episode 2. So this will be the last for the night. Unfortunately, it's already 2 in the freaking morning. I got to get up. All right. So little less to talk about in this one. This is an introduction. First question I have here is how the hell did this killer get Cassidy up in that air vent? What the fuck? No way. Do you have any idea? Even a girl like that, she's probably 100 pounds, getting her body, her dead weight, freaking awkward shaped body. I mean, trying to pick up something like that and put it up into an air vent. Would have had to take the vent off without anyone walking in, of course, shove her up there, not getting blood or anything anywhere. And if you did, having to clean it up, then putting the vent back. I know I'm overthinking that kind of stuff, and in slasher movies, we have to look past a lot. Jason and Michael and all these guys, they somehow get these bodies in places that are impossible. But I just, when I saw that, I was like, how the fuck did they get him up there? Who is this? Freaking killer must be 300 pounds of pure muscle to be able to pull that one off. All right, so we got this flashback sequence here of Lopez getting hit on and then really hit on once the guy is caught by his football buddies there, getting a little too close to Lopez, and so he whips him on the back. And this episode leans hard into that Angel Lopez is the killer, which, I mean, they could do the switch and, make us feel like he's the killer, make him feel so we're all like, oh, we know that if you're putting too much emphasis on it that he's not, and then actually make him that. That happens every once in a great while, which is actually kind of an interesting thing to do, because when you really hit it hard like that, everyone always thinks like there's no way they'll make him that, it's too obvious, and then that they become the most unlikely killer. It's kind of like when you get away with something because you tell the truth, because no one believes you when you tell the truth. You're like, what are you doing here? And it's like, I'm just going home to, rape the girl that's in my basement or whatever. Or, if you actually had a girl down in your basement, no one would believe you because no one admits to shit like that. So it is kind of an interesting swerve. Now everyone thinks I made that up because I actually have a girl. There's no basements in Arizona that I'm aware of besides the one I have. Bill Moseley plays the homeless guy in this, so interesting to see him here. I saw him in something recently where he played a homeless guy that was freaking out just like this. It feels like almost identically the same character. I can't remember what the hell that was. I don't know. And oh yeah, so the girl's dad that was killed, I was saying, what the hell was he doing in that car? He was stealing the car, duh. That's why he said a scratch on it. He's a car thief. I didn't put that together in the moment. I'm an idiot. Oh well. So that's what he was doing in the car, and that's why I wasn't admitting it to the cop there. There was a phone stuck in the decapitated head of the dad. That was pretty rad. When it starts vibrating there and they pull it out and it's like a sweepstakes thing. Whether or not that's actually the killer who made that call or if it just so happened to be a random call, I don't know. It seems coincidental. I feel like that'll play into it somehow later. I don't know if that would be a clue of any sort, the sweepstakes thing. But it would be a smart thing to throw on there as if it's some, random call. So I don't know. We'll see. Lopez, poor Lopez. This guy's looking for love in all the wrong places. So he was hooking up with the dude who died in the opening, and he has every reason to want to kill this guy. He's out there screwing all these girls. He's screwing Cassidy back when she was 17. She said she just turned 18. This was a year ago, so basic math. And it was a year to the day, so she was definitely 17, no matter how you slice it. And yeah, I mean, I already talked about all that. And then he's hooking up with the vlogger's husband, as we know, and the the film of him fucking that dude gets on the internet somehow. It's like a 60-minute video, but it starts with gay male sex. I think that'd get taken down pretty quick, but whose site is that attached to? Who's putting that up there? And why is the video 60 minutes long? Is the 60 minutes like beyond that? It's not the sex sequence that's 60 minutes. I always look at the length of the video, and if you ever really pay attention in movies, the length of the video, that the clip that they're watching, the you know, the bar that's down below does not match up at all with what's about to happen, because a lot of times videos like 2 minutes long, and you can see down there it's almost already done, and it says it's only like 25 seconds long, and you know it doesn't cut off there because it's almost about to, and then it cuts back to the reaction and the video continues to keep going for a minute. So a 60-minute video, I'm not sure what the hell is all in that. And so awesome kill here. So 2 deaths now that I was not expecting to come. I did not expect to see Cassidy's death so early on. I think that was a tit double in the sequence where she was screwing the dude who got killed in the opening. Might not be, so I did get to see her tits. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They were nice, so I'll take it. Take it as a win. So I didn't expect her death in the first one, and in this one, I didn't expect the barista to go so quickly. He is the boyfriend or the husband, I don't know, of the girl who hit the dude with her car in the first episode. And she's sitting there playing like an Oculus Rift or something. Those things are like 500. No, what are those games called? I see. I'm so poor. I don't even know what the hell those things are called. Although Vader Immortal was just released on the damn thing. They're like $500. So he's ordering a $1,000 suit online. She's playing this high-tech VR experience thing that costs a lot of effing money. And he's over there filling up creamers with water because he's broke out of his mind. And it's like, I don't think you should be buying $1,000 outfits if you are that broke. But anyway, he gets a fucking awesome death. So I'm loving that this show's having fun with its kills. Gets the cup, or well, it's a jar that they keep the beans in, but it shoves it down his throat and then smashes it in, takes a thing of hot brewing water, pours it down there, Army of Darkness style. How about some hot chocolate? And then sticks that little, straw thing for the cold brew into his neck, and the blood starts coming out of it. Then later, the thieving Bill Moseley homeless guy comes in and takes a cup of coffee to go because he just kind of wanders around in there and takes whatever he wants. That's one ballsy, risky-ass homeless dude. But he doesn't seem to give a shit. He's smashing dudes over the head, and the cops aren't even out looking for him. Like, he's sitting right there where he always was. Why is he not being picked up by the police? Are they so busy with this murder investigation that a guy who's assaulted and attacked by a homeless dude who smashes him over the head with a fucking bottle, which would near be attempted fucking murder? Jesus Christ. No one went to go pick him up, and then he's just walking into the store next door. What kind of police force is in this town? This town is very odd. The school looks extremely large, although it seems to be a very small town, but it doesn't feel small town at all. This feels like a very big urban city they live in, but not. It's an odd, the way the city feels just feels weird. It feels small but big. I don't know. But yeah, he comes in and he gets a mouthful of cold brew blood. And the killer has the camera on his head when he's doing the killings, a la Scream 4. We've seen this before. I think, like Chrome Skull from the Laid to Rest movies has one on his shoulder. There's been tons of movies where the killer films with like a GoPro on his head, but because this is such a social media obsessed culture in the show, it makes sense that he's filming these things. And the phone is laid next to Cassidy's body, which is going to implement Sadida, or whatever her name is, in the murder once they find her rotting ass stinky corpse, which is going to be filling that whole place. Although this season's called Solstice, and they just keep talking about this solstice party that her friend wants to go to. So I would assume that's that night, that all of this is going to happen on that night. Would she start stinking that quickly? Would she start rotting enough to make smell that, would go through the air vents and get her found? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guess so. Just seems quick because school's going to let out in like an hour. So I don't know who the hell is going to find her. The janitor lady definitely didn't seem to give a shit. I think she just thought she was cleaning up like period blood with, I don't know what the hell she thought that was. And then, yeah, so freaking Angel here, we find out that he took like a handful of that dude's blood and just smeared it on his shirt and kept it in a box and takes it out and smells it. Okay, even if this guy isn't the killer, he's fucking whacked up in the head. And vlogger Closet Case there goes and confronts him, like, what the fuck did you do? Now I'm so fucked. My life is ruined. And he's like, I didn't post that. So how he got a hold of the footage on his phone, I don't know. I also kind of like that they tell you every single time it flashes back that it was 1 year ago, because there's a lot of movies you watch and a lot of stuff where you're like, wait, is this before or is this after? So it actually does say 1 year ago every single time it goes to a flashback. It happens a lot, so I do kind of appreciate that. Honestly though, to be fair though, I don't think there's been a single time outside of like the first where the year ago thing needed to be there for me. Like, I knew, because certain character, the main guy there that dies in the opening of season 1 or episode 1, he's in it, almost every one of them. So and you can just tell, but I still appreciate it being there, because sometimes that can get super confusing. I'm no closer to fucking having a guess of who the killer is as of right now. It'd be interesting if they actually did just go with Angel, since they made him so obvious. But shit, man, I don't know. I'll go with, it can't be her. Ooh, I don't know. I don't have a guess yet. The mom? Yeah, the girl's mom, the one that, the husband who's had her head cut off. There we go. There's my first guess. I have nothing to back that up. I'm just going to throw that out there. Who knows? Maybe it'll land. All right, I got to go to bed. Good night.